Braiding and braid extensions preparation and technique maintenance part 2. Learning objectives. I will be able to demonstrate proper hair preparation techniques prior to braiding services, including cleansing, detangling, moisturizing, and sectioning. I will be able to identify and perform 6 foundational braiding techniques: rope, fishtail, halo, invisible, single, and cornrow braids. I will be able to execute the proper takedown procedure for braids and extensions, ensuring minimal damage and safe removal. Essential question: how do foundational braiding techniques, proper hair preparation, and safe takedown practices contribute to professional, protective, and culturally respectful hairstyling services? Braiding preparation. The first step to braiding is to prepare the hair for the service. It is generally best to braid textured hair when it is dry. Textured hair is more fragile when it's wet. If braided wet, it shrinks and recoils as it dries, which may create excessive pulling and scalp tension. The tension can lead to breakage or hair loss from pulling or twisting. Blow drying is a quick, effective way to prepare the hair because it will soften it, making it easier to comb and section. Blow drying also loosens and elongates the wave pattern while stretching the length of the hair shaft. This is great for short hair, allowing for easier pickup and manipulation of the hair. To prevent frizzing, use a protective blow dryer cream and control the hair while blow drying. Another hair prep option is to twist the hair in large sections, then air dry or place your client under the dryer for 10 to 15 minutes. This method might take a little longer to prep, but it will create less stress on the hair. If you select a braiding style that requires your client hair to be wet while you manipulate it, apply a foam or curl cream and allow for shrinkage when braiding to avoid damaging the hair and scalp. For straight hair, very lightly coat the hair with a wax, pomade, or texturizing spray to make it more pliable. As you perform the service, consider these helpful tips. After shampooing the client's hair, towel blot the hair without rubbing or tension, using several towels if necessary. Apply a leave-in conditioner to make combing the hair easier. Begin combing at the ends of the hair strands and gently work out any tangles while moving up toward the scalp. Use a wide-tooth comb or detangling comb. Blow dry and brush the hair with a large paddle brush, beginning at the ends just as you did with the comb. Use edge control, pomades, pasties, or serums to hold the hair in place for a finished look. Foundational braids: rope, fishtail, halo, invisible, single, and cornrow. When braiding, you may use the overhand or underhand technique. Overhand technique: a braiding technique in which the first side section goes over the middle one, then the other side section goes over the middle strand. You can start with either the right or left section. The key is that the side sections go over the middle section. Underhand technique, also known as plaiting. It is a braiding technique in which the left section goes under the middle strand, then the right section goes under the middle strand. Rope hair, created with 2 strands that are twisted around each other. This braid can be done on hair that is all one length or on long layered hair. Pick up and add hair to both sides before you twist the right side over the left. Fishtail braid, a simple 2-strand braid in which hair is picked up from the sides and added to the strands as they cross over each other. It is best done on non-layered hair that is at least shoulder length. Halo braid, 2 or 3 long, simple, inverted, thick cornrows created around the head. The extended long braids are then wrapped around the head and pinned. The top crown is left smooth and neat, while the cornrows are pinned around the head to create a halo effect. Invisible braid uses an overhand pickup technique. It can be done on or off the scalp and with or without extensions. This style is ideal for long hair, but it can also be executed successfully on shorter hair with longer layers. If you are dealing with straight layered hair, apply a light coating of wax or pomade to the hair to help hold shorter strands in place. Single braid, plaits, visible braids, box braids, and individual braids. Single braid, also known as plaits or visible braids, are free hanging braids with or without extensions, executed using either an underhand or overhand technique. The procedure for medium to large single braids uses the underhand technique. Single braids, also known as box braids or individual braids, can be used with all hair textures in various ways. For instance, 2 or 3 single braids added to a ponytail or chignon is evaluate the style by adding visual interest. Single box braid partings or subsections can be diamond, square, triangular, or rectangle. The parting determines where the braid is placed and how it moves. Single box braids move in any direction, so make sure to braid in the direction you want the hair to fall. Single braid with extensions come in a wide ranges of sizes and lengths. They are integrated into the natural hair using the 3-strand underhand technique. Braiding must be consistent and close together. As a part of the consultation step, open the extension fiber package and show them to the client to verify the color is correct. Remove the fibers from the package and, if necessary, cut them to the desired length. Place half of the extension fibers in the bottom portion of the drawing board and sandwich them with the board's upper portion. To secure the hair extensions, place a heavy object on the top of the board, such as a large book. This allows you to easily extract the appropriate amount of fibers for the braids. Hair extensions can also be separated and dispensed by freehand method. When performing single braids with extensions using human hair fibers, you can create small invisible knot by looping a small strand of hair around the braid. Pull the hair strand through the loop to create an invisible knot. The alternative method is to continue braiding to the desired hair length. To create bend on the ends of synthetic fibers, wrap the braid ends with a curling rod. Then dip all the rotted ends into hot water for 10 to 15 minutes. When braiding children's hair, small elastic bands can be used to hold the ends in place. They can be adorned with beads at the ends. Other optional finishes, such as singeing with a ceramic flat iron or hot gun, are advanced methods and require special training. Clients should visit the salon for post-service follow-up every 2 to 3 weeks to receive a shampoo and steam conditioning treatment and/or touch-ups on any loose hair extensions. Cornrow or cane roll. Also known as cane rolls, are narrow rows of visible braids that lie close to the scalp and are created with a 3-strand on the scalp braiding technique. Consistent and even partings are the foundation of beautiful cornrows. Learning to create these partings require patience and practice. Using a mannequin to practice will help develop your speed, accuracy, and finger-wrist dexterity. Cornrows can be braided on hair of various lengths and textures. For long, straight hair, large cornrows are fashionable and elegant style. Designer cornrows have become increasingly popular with elaborate designs demonstrating the stylist's skills and creative expression. The flat contour styles can last several weeks when applied without extensions and up to 2 months when applied with extensions. Cornrows typically last 3 to 4 weeks. To ensure healthy hair, cornrows should be removed, shampooed, and conditioned with this time frame. Cornrows with extensions last 4 to 6 weeks. Layered cornrows should receive touch-ups on individual rows to remain neat and tight, and they should be completely removed by 8 weeks to prevent knotting, locking, or thinning hair. Extensions can be applied to cornrows or individual braids with the feed-in method. In this method, the braid is built up strand by strand with extension hair fibers. Excess amounts of extension materials can place too much weight on the fragile areas of the hairline and will tighten and pull the hair, leaving an unrealistic finished look. By properly applying the correct tension when using the feed-in method, the stylist can avoid an artificial look and prevent breakage. Traditional cornrows are flat, natural, and contoured to the scalp. The parting is important because it defines the finished style. The feed-in method creates a tapered or narrow base at the hairline. Small extension hair pieces or strips are added to fill in the base, bringing the adjoining braids closer together. This technique takes longer to perform than traditional cornrowing. However, a cornrow achieved by the feed-in method lasts longer and looks more natural without placing excessive tension on the hairline. There are several different ways to start a cornrow and feed in extension pieces. During the cornrow process, when picking up hair at the base, the hair directly underneath the previous revolution must be incorporated into the braid. The hair you pick up must never come from another panel or a lower part of the braid. The same is true when executing any braiding technique. Overextending or misplacing the beginning of the extension leaves the hair exposed and unsupported, leading to breakage and hair loss in that area. This is particularly true when adding extensions at the hairline. If the extension is not secured by 2 or 3 revolutions before picking up, it may shift away from the point of entry. For a professional finish, always trim in any ends that stick up through the braid. Holding your shears flat, move up to the shaft as you trim, making sure to avoid cutting into the braid. Tree braid / interlocking. Tree braiding is a newer way to add hair for a longer look. The client's hair is braided or cornrow braided along with hair extensions, but the finished look shows mostly fox hair. Tree braids take about 4 hours, making them faster than some other techniques. There are a few ways to create tree braids. Some braiders add individual strands of hair that are braided along with the natural hair and tied in place about a ½ inch from the scalp area. In this technique, a few very short braids can be seen standing up along the front hairline. Then the hair extension flows freely to create the look of natural long straight hair. Adding long loose hair pieces to cornrows can also create tree braids. After a few sections are braided together, a small hair extension section is left out of the cornrow to hang free. This technique continues adding hair all along the cornrow. When the look is completed, the free hanging section of the extended hair completely conceals the cornrow, creating the look of naturally long hair that is straight or wavy, depending on the texture of the extensions. Lock extensions, another type of extension method. They create a natural-looking lock style with additional human hair or synthetic hair fibers. They are the most natural-looking lock style. They can be prefabricated and sewn onto individual braided hair. The crochet locking method is used to attach human hair extension locks. Another technique is created with an extension braid, wrapped with the afro-textured hair to create a solid lock extension. Fox locks. Created with a prefabricated synthetic hair and are available in various colors and styles. The crochet method is also used to attach the extension locks to base cornrows to create the look. Synthetic locks have an open loop on their ends and are easy to install with a latch hook tool.